today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
He's been, in my mind, the best player in the NFL at this point of the season. And I think if you poll folks with a ballot, and I certainly have one, I think they'd say he's the front runner for MVP. So now it comes down to finishing out the season strong. And a good game here would certainly strengthen his case.
Come on, 180. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Allen's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll work. Across midfield inside the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Second down and 3. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there on the scramble.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. McCann's got it teed up. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think, Baker?
Well, number one, they'll turn to the self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Gone. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Check 59, Mike.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
8-6 the score after one. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. White 20.
Heavy on the edges.
On first down, this is Adams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. McCann for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Rashawn Gary. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they've got the lead CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On play action, now Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fighting through, and he's got space. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
McCann now for the extra point.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
McCann's got it teed up. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 4th. Down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying,
and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
McCann for the point after.
He gets it to go, and the lead swells, 35-6. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
McCann's got it teed up. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. fielded at the 20. Still going. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Rodgers steps away. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gone. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down and 5.
There's Goff. Caught by Allen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
And this is going to be Packer football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Following the fumble recovery, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 87 yards.
And the Packers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
McCann's got it teed up. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Goff's throw there complete to Allen.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Eight yards to go on second down.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59.
To throw is Goff. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
180.
Here's Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Packers pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Exit, exit. Hey, check, Mike 21.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
114 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
McCann now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score.
McCann's got it teed up. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return. Out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Goff on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now a first down throw. Goff. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. From the gun, here's Goff. Again, he finds Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Goff throwing again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers throwing here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Being chased out left. He wants it all for the end zone.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
McCann for the point after.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers,
They improved to 14-2 with still one game.